I'm Lisa. Welcome to my studio. We're out here at night and we have a fabulous thunderstorm and rain. And I love rain. I love the sound of it. I love the feel. It makes me feel relaxed and I should be like just cozy in my space. So anyway, I'm out here cozy in my studio. So today I wanted to bring you a video about how to include text in your work. Text or wording. You know, wording is so popular right now. It's popular in so many things, in pieces of art, of course. And it can be a little awkward in glass to include text or wording or phrases or words because our medium is a little bit bulky. So I've got some great, super fast and easy ideas that you can use to include text in your pieces, in your simple, easy pieces, not just your complicated pieces. So what I'd like to share with you, first of all, this is my piece called Great Fall. And I made this, it's in the current issue of Glass Patterns Quarterly, their fall issue 2023. And I really wanted to include some words in there because it makes the piece sometimes have more meaning and sometimes more interesting to look at and more seasonal. And this is definitely a seasonal piece. So I want to write Great Fall, but I wanted great to be small and delicate and look graceful. So what I decided to do was write this word right here with this glass line black outlining medium. It's basically a paint for glass. Now I use a little applicator tip. This material can kind of dry up on you. So you add a little bit of water, you shake it up real good. And I usually do a test on some clear glass to get the consistency just the way I like it. And then I write the word. And a lot of times it comes out a little bit bulky, a little bit chunky looking. So I let it dry, and then I go back in with a razor blade or an X-Acto knife or the tip of a wooden toothpick, and I clean up that word so I have really nice uniform lettering and lines. Then over here, the word fall, I thought, well, how am I going to render that? You know, what can I do that's really fun and interesting? I thought, well, I could cut pieces of glass, or I could use noodles, of course. But then I thought, well, if I use stringers, if I use colorful stringers are like beautiful glasses like pieces of spaghetti. If I use stringers in different colors, not only will I be able to write the lettering, and I decided to do all capitals on purpose because everything is straight, not only will I be able to render the lettering really nicely, but it might look like twigs, you know, kind of like fall little twigs that have fallen and everything. So I was really, anyway, so this is what I did here. I used these stringers to create the lettering here, and I'm really, really pleased with the way it came out. So, two different ways to create lettering. Paint or stringers if your lettering is straight. You can also bend stringers and a candle to, maybe you want to make an S. Maybe an S in sticks or twigs would be like a kind of a ziggy-zaggy S, and that would be cool too. So don't hesitate to use these for letters that have curves. You could either bend them in a candle or just do them kind of straight. That would be fine too. Now, here's another project that I made. It's a little kind of an ornament. It says wish. Now this one, the lettering is created by using a stencil, a ready-made store-bought stencil. Here you see the word wish right here. You place it over the glass and then you sift powdered frit over the stencil on top of the glass. Now here, what I would definitely recommend is to use more than one color. It makes your piece a whole lot more interesting. And with the powdered frit, you have the opportunity to create a painterly quality and get a transition of colors, a gradient, that really adds a nice level of sophistication to your work. So don't hesitate to mix colors. So, and I would also recommend use high contrast colors and a background like white that those colors will really stand out on. Then you get the best punch for your color and your message there. So a stencil on glass is another great way to create wording. Really easy, and you get the benefit of really clean, crisp words. So, and that can be difficult to do in other methods. So that was really fun. This one right here, this piece is one of my new premium video membership courses. And here, love is the kind of the whole subject matter and the whole design that we're working with here. And I opted to write this with strips of glass. So that's another way you can write glass, write your message, is to just pick a simple message, pick a simple lettering, and cut strips and then write it out. Now when you're doing this, you want to keep your design kind of simplistic but bold. use really bright colors, use high contrast background, the white to really emphasize those letters and really make it pop. So another great way to create lettering is to just write it out with glass. But you can see how much more complicated, not complicated, but more bulky this is than some of these other methods. Some of these other methods are a little more delicate. And it depends on your project. What type of application do you want? What type of lettering do you want for that particular project? Now here's another one, a really fun project. This is the gift that we gave to guests at our daughter's wedding. So this was the little tag we put on their plates to suggest where they would sit at the wedding. So this is written on the back of the glass with this bright platinum, which is actually metal, and this little tool here is a pen style, applicator thing. This right here is a little reservoir. So the medium goes in here, and this is a little tip for writing. And it takes a few practices to get the effect you want and the look you want, but a really fabulous way to include lettering. These materials are available from your art glass supplier, and what I suggest you do is do a test piece, because this material is kind of costly. So by doing a test piece, you can get the effect that you want and know that when you do a bunch of them, like we did 150 of these, you know that when you do the effect that you want, you're going to get the results that you want from that effect. So this is a little more complicated, a little more costly, but when you want to do something that's really elegant and really graceful, this is the way to go. So there's times when you would choose this type of effect, one of these two effects, or this effect. What I want to do here is give you options, give you opportunity to choose what's the best solution for your project and what will give you the results for that project that make you happy and make it beautiful. So another option here on the front side, you can see my name. And this was the piece that was used for my seating placement at the wedding. And this was done with a silver Sharpie. Will wash off. Now the advantage to using the silver Sharpie was it was pretty. And also this we could standardize on a bunch of them, and then we could customize the front with the silver Sharpie. And as you can see, this project is not brand new, and that silver Sharpie is still intact and still looks great. So this is done after the firing. This is fired on, and fired on makes it permanent. You can't wash this off. It's just permanent there, and it's so beautiful. And I will tell you, the guests love these. This is also a great way to create maybe ornaments for your tree. Just pieces you want to hang in a window, gifts for someone. If you want to personalize things for kids or grandkids or whoever. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so a couple different ways to include text in your art, and thrilled to share these with you. Thanks for joining me. Really happy to have you out here with me on this stormy night in my studio where it's really hot and rainy and ridiculous. But that's okay. You know what? Best part of my day is hanging out with you, and so love it. Please like, share, follow, all the above. You know what to do. You guys are doing a phenomenal job. Thank you so much for your positive feedback, for your input, for your membership. Consider becoming a member of my premium video subscription. Would love to have you on board. We've got a bunch of new projects coming out, a bunch of exciting things coming up, and would love to have you as a premium video member. So it was great hanging out with you tonight. Hope you enjoyed these different ideas, these different topics. You can also read more about these projects on my blog, on my website. And until next time, happy fusing.